Hello and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. I'm Richard Holcomb. Each week we get up close and personal with the companies that rock New Mexico and take you behind the scenes to get the story behind the story. Today we'll meet Nate Manning of Beehive Homes, whose approach to the elderly and assisted living are both admirable and heartwarming. We'll head south to the Permian Basin for a look at New Mexico's oil and gas industry. Then we'll go fishing at Elephant Butte. But first, let's meet Mariano and Paul Chavez of Valley Fence, mixing faith, family, and fencing into one of the Southwest's largest fencing companies.
Well, my father had me here when I was 5 or 6, so just about all my life I would work and come and help him. He'd take me on the estimates, and all through elementary and middle school I would work summers and come in and learn the business, and was with him all through that. In high school I started fabricating the gates and going out on the crews on fence work and guardrail installations, and then went off to UNM after graduation for 1 year, and then came back full-time. Started with the business in 1981. My father started it, and as I said, mentioned, he did the hard part. He did all the work. He got it started from nothing, and brought it to a certain level, and I came in and he gave me an opportunity of a lifetime to take that and try to expand it, make it better.
I'm proud of my son. You know, he's done a good job on this business, and he takes good care of stuff. He's doing a great job for the company. I think he's making it function, taking full responsibility for the things that we do.
We do lots of big work. We like the big work. You know, we're excited about that, and being statewide and in the surrounding states. But we've always tried to keep in touch with the residential side of it.
We've always kept the residential because it's what got us started. Fencing is sort of a security type of thing anyway. People want to keep their dogs in and want to, you know, keep their houses safe and so on, and that kind of thinking. So it's an easy way to get to know people. A man came out here, I didn't even recognize him. He came back in and said, "Do you remember me?" I said, "No." He said, "You put in a fence for me back in 1971. So, you know, so he came back in here to get a gate. And that's the kind of stuff that keeps us, you know, sort of keep it open for residential stuff. And you get to communicate with your neighbors, the community, and the whole area.
And we feel we can give back and continue to give back to our community on the residential aspect and be a service to them in that area. When you're born and raised here in New Mexico, as we were, and have our roots here, so we're involved with the community. We appreciate the community. We know that we're here because of the community.
We've done a lot of work at the high school. As a matter of fact, if you go out there, you'll see a beautiful eagle that they placed out there in front of their rolling gates and stuff that we've done. And some of the ironwork that they've done, which is going to be in front of the new Alco and Transportation Building, they've also done that for us and completed it. I can't say enough about Mr. Chavez and Mr. Armijo. They donated an eagle up there to the sports people up there for all our sports areas, and it's really a nice eagle.
It's a company with the owners themselves are very ethical type people. They take care of their employees. Just so many things that I enjoy working there because, you know, I was supposed to retire 2 years ago and I haven't done it because I enjoy what I do.
Treat our family, our employees as one, and let them know they're important in the things that we're trying to do and accomplish, and we've done that, and so that's been a big reason for our success over the years.
I believe that the Lord's behind all things, and if we all would just continue to apply that principle, everybody can succeed.
A lot of places rock our state too. Here's another Travel Guide New Mexico moment. Where's the best place for you to start your Silver City adventure? Well, at the Visitor Center, of course. 4 great ladies here to show you all around Silver City. Most of them have lived here their whole lives, and they know where all the great places are to see and the things to do.
Hi, welcome to Silver City. I'm Mayor James Marshall. When you come and visit Silver City, you'll find an area that's rich in culture, history, and our downtown area is unique and one of a kind.
Silver City's nationally award-winning Main Street project has served Silver City since 1985. If you like art, Silver City has lots for you to enjoy. Silver City is listed as one of the 100 best small-town art cities in America, with 33 galleries and monthly art walks. In January 2008, the state designated the Silver City Arts and Cultural District as one of only 2 state pilot art districts. And the Mimbres Region Arts Council is celebrating 30 years of using the arts to enrich, inspire, and strengthen the Grant County community. Well, there are a lot of great restaurants here in Silver City and lots of great places to stay, too. Hotels, motels, B&Bs, vacation rentals, RV parks, and secluded cabins at the edge of the Gila Wilderness.
Silver City is a great place to stay and take your day trips from here. You can go up into the Gila National Forest. It's a short day trip from here. You can see ghost towns and all the rich history of the entire region. Silver City Golf Course is everywhere I travel. People speak about our golf course. It's rolling hills with some water hazards and green almost all year round.
Take a look at the Santa Rita Mine, the oldest active open-pit copper mine in the Southwest. In the 1800s, over 6 million pounds of high-grade copper ore were sent to Mexico City via mule train.
Silver City is a great place to come and visit, stay for a day, stay for a week. You'll have a lot of fun. It can be an educational experience. Come on up, visit Silver City.
No water in Elephant Butte Lake? Who's kidding who? Coming up next.
It's back, the El Ranchito de los Niños Home of Your Own house raffle. It's your chance to win a D.R. Horton home and help provide what every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Not to be hurt.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
Win a beautiful D.R. Horton home at La Contista in Northwest Albuquerque, or $100,000 cash. It's simple, it's easy, and you're helping kids. Order by phone or online. Call 889-6040 or visit elranchitonm.org today.
What you don't need when it's time to close your mortgage is a nameless, faceless voice at the other end of a 1-800 number. What you do need is a licensed local loan officer who will attend your closing, sit with you, and answer every one of the questions that you will surely have as you read and sign over 57 legal documents. At Frost Mortgage, we're licensed, we're professional, and we're local. We don't just close loans, we open doors.
This is where many songs become one, and life dances in perfect rhythm. This is everyday life when it's embraced by the extraordinary. Like no place you've ever been before, this is Albuquerque.
Who Rocks is asking you to save the date for the 2013 Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. The most spectacular sights and sounds that you'll ever see. And to get you ready for this year's Balloon Fiesta, Who Rocks New Mexico is going to share highlights of last year's event. Enjoy. Hot air balloon flights must adhere to FAA regulations, so just imagine what it must be like to launch scores of balloons, basically, at the same time. Let's meet the folks who are responsible for safely getting the balloons off the ground, the launch directors, affectionately known as zebras.
What do you call a group of zebras?
A dazzle!
A dazzle!
I'm Anna. I'm a launch director at the Albuquerque National Balloon Fiesta. I've been doing this for 31 years, and we're also known as the Zebras.
What a launch director does is we give the pilots the okay to go cold, hot, and they cannot leave the field without one of us. If they do that, they are in big trouble with FAA. So we are the ones who make sure the whole Fiesta gets off very safely. Our motto is safe, coordinated launch.
Safe, coordinated launch. We have to point out overhead traffic to the balloons. We have to make sure the balloons are buoyant and they're ready to fly.
Launch directors are some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. They're a tight-knit group, and for some, it even runs in the family.
She's my niece.
My mom is a launch director as well. She is a launch director on the north side of the field. I'm on the south.
Zebras are quite a fashionable lot as well.
We all collect zebra items all the time. I'm really easy to shop for.
My favorite accessories on my outfit personally are my ears that I wear and my big glove because it gives a bigger thumbs up.
I think my favorite accessories are the things that I make. A shirt, my backpack, my little tail.
You think they like their jobs?
I just love coming and doing it. I love the people. I love working with the group of people that I work with. We do a very, very important job. It's a very fun job, and we keep everybody safe.
Oh, I plan on doing it till I die.
Until they pry our cold, dead fingers off of our microphones.
Yeah. And our whistles.
And our whistles.
Well, they say the water level in Elephant Butte Lake is down, and I want you to know that Who Rocks New Mexico traveled south to find out for ourselves the shocking truth coming up. It's been called the Jewel of the Desert, the largest body of water in New Mexico, surrounded by 200 miles of shoreline. And for camping, fishing, boating, water skiing, jet skiing, and just plain outdoor fun, the Elephant Butte Recreation Area is one big summer party for all ages.
What makes Elephant Butte Lake so great to recreate is the multitude of opportunities for people. There are many things to do on the lake. You can fish, there's swimming, there's wakeboarding, there's wake surfing, there's water skiing, and there's just hanging out. All those things are options on the lake.
Fishing right now is excellent here at Elephant Butte. Crappie, some of the biggest crappie I've ever seen come out of the lake has come out this year. I caught some from 1 pound to 2 pounds, and there was a 4-pound crappie came out of here.
We have most of the bass species represented in the lake. The striped bass is the big guy. They'll run this big, and they will. The lake record is 55 and change. There's also black bass, smallmouth bass, and the white bass. We've been in the top 10 in the country for white bass a number of years. Have some excellent guides here. These are the fishermen that are on the lake every day, whether they have a guide or not. They love to fish and they love to take people out and fish. The guides are very effective. When you go out with them, you generally catch fish.
This lake, whether it's up or down, doesn't make any difference. There's more shoreline here than you can even imagine covering in a day's time. And with it down like this, you have some sandy beaches that are just absolutely excellent to beach your boat and get out on and enjoy yourself.
Elephant Butte Lake is one of the few places in the country where you can come and park your tent or your RV right next to the water. You have your own beachfront property.
We've been coming here 20 years, and when we retired, we said that's where we're going to retire because we have the lake, the golf course, great shopping, and all kinds of off-roading activities and museums. When we first came here, the lake was full over the spillway, and we didn't have any beaches to camp on, and it was a little bit bigger lake, but even at the lowest level, this is the largest lake in New Mexico. Plenty of water, we don't have a shortage of beaches or anything. It's just a tremendous lake.
New Mexico's black gold means jobs and a large part of New Mexico's revenue.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? What makes one shop better than another? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. Experience? The more the better. Knowledge? Cars are complicated nowadays, and believe me, these mechanics need to know a lot. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives the mechanic to do the right thing every time. At American Tire, it's the first thing we look for in a mechanic. Of course they have the training, the certifications, the experience, and the knowledge. But heart is what makes it all work for you and for us. Our entire team is dedicated to professional service. We all know that's what it takes to bring you back. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you. Come ask for me by name, Doug Wilson. I'd love to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
Hi, I'm Ray Duran, General Manager of Chamisa Hills Golf and Country Club. People in Rio Rancho and throughout Albuquerque know us for our great golf course, tennis courts, swimming pool, exceptional dining, and a most beautiful setting with our breathtaking views of the Sandia Mountains. Yes, we're a private country club, but we're also open to the public for special occasions, banquets, meetings, and weddings. Our goal is to make your special occasion an event to remember. Our staff will make sure that your expectations are met in every way. And the food? Chef George and his staff are simply the best there are. Whether you're planning a buffet or sit-down dinner for 200, you can count on exceptional food and service from start to finish. Chamisa Hills Golf and Country Club, ready for any event, large or small, 365 days a year. Give Terry, our banquet and meeting manager, a call at 505-896-5004. She'll ensure that your meeting or special occasion will be second to none. Call today.
Let's meet Steve Henke and Wally Drangmeister with the New Mexico Oil and Gas Association and get an inside look at this very important and fascinating industry.
New Mexico's oil and gas industry is proud of the role we play in the overall success of our state. This industry supports nearly 30,000 high-paying jobs, and every single day, New Mexico Oil and Gas brings more than $6 million in taxes and royalties to the state of New Mexico and local governments. These dollars support public schools, state universities, and other government services across the state, and lower the tax burden for every New Mexican.
One of New Mexico's major oil and gas producing regions is right here in the Permian Basin. The Permian Basin is in and around the towns of Roswell, Artesia, Hobbs, Lovington, and Carlsbad. The majority of New Mexico's oil is produced in this region. The first wells were drilled in this area in the 1920s. Recent improvements in exploration, drilling, and well completion technology have added spectacular new growth and activity to the area. A company playing a big part in New Mexico's oil business is McVeigh Drilling. Their crews keep plenty busy drilling wells throughout the Permian Basin from southeast New Mexico into West Texas.
Since the middle of 2009, McVeigh Drilling has been running at almost 100% capacity. We're drilling for small independent oil companies as well as big, well-known companies. Over the past year, I'd say we've drilled almost 60 wells. That means we're keeping a lot of people employed. 30 workers for each rig that we operate, and up to 50 indirect jobs for every well that we drill. Probably 95% of our wells are drilled horizontally. Horizontal drilling allows us to drill down several thousand feet and then curve the borehole to drill horizontally for up to 2 miles. The producing area is then treated with a process called hydraulic fracturing.
Hydraulic fracturing, or fracking, has been used safely in the state of New Mexico for more than 50 years. In areas where oil exists in very dense, solid rock, we inject a solution that is mostly water and sand along with some special additives under high pressure. Water opens small fractures in the rock, and the sand wedges in these fractures, keeping them open to allow the oil and gas to flow. Because of horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing, we're seeing great numbers of productive wells being drilled every month in southeast New Mexico. And all companies now report what's in the hydraulic fracturing fluid to state regulators for every well that is treated.
Protecting the environment, groundwater, and human health are part of everyone's job in the oil and gas industry. Today's oil and gas industry takes great care in locating our well pads where there will be the least amount of disturbance to plants and wildlife. We avoid areas such as the Shinnery Oak Dunes, which are home to the dune sagebrush lizard, and we avoid areas where lesser prairie chickens mate. In fact, in prairie chicken habitat, we even cease drilling operations during the mating season.
One of the major safeguards in protecting the environment and the groundwater is proper well construction. Construction methods like this and regulatory inspections are important factors that help us to safely drill, hydraulically fracture, and operate the wells.
Once an oil well is drilled, it can operate for years, even decades. And with good stewardship, the productive life of an oil field can be extended. We can learn more at the East Vacuum facility near Hobbs.
We are here at our East Vacuum Grayburg San Andreas CO2 plant. Here at the East Vacuum, we are in third stage recovery, which is where we actually pump carbon dioxide in the ground for third stage recovery. First, we capture and separate the oil, gas, and produced water at our central tank battery. The gas and carbon dioxide are then compressed and re-injected back into the field in a series of injection wells. After that, the carbon dioxide is then recirculated in a continuous process. This technology extends the life of the oil fields and enables us to produce higher quantities of oil for a longer period of time.
As you can see, the oil and gas industry is dependent on the rocks of New Mexico, but it's also an industry that rocks New Mexico. Our communities and each and every one of us benefit from New Mexico oil and gas.
The economic impact of the oil and gas industry in southeastern New Mexico has been tremendously positive. Employment is up, local tax revenue's up, and there's an ever-growing vibrancy in those of us living in this part of the state. Families, small businesses, contractors, you name it.
We are all very proud of the contributions oil and gas make toward education in New Mexico. Oil and gas revenues benefit every public school, college, and university all across the state, including our own New Mexico Junior College right here in Hobbs. In addition to the impact the oil and gas industries have on local commerce, our oil and gas businesses are among our top leaders in local civic affairs. They are very generous in time, talent, and treasure toward local causes and community activities.
We're very grateful for the people working in the oil and gas industry and the positive impact they have on their communities and the entire state of New Mexico.
Up next, compassion, dignity, and a loving home.
This month at Frost Mortgage, we are offering our clients 3.5% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages. Do you have a 3.5% mortgage? If not, call Frost Mortgage and get one.
It's back, the El Ranchito de los Niños Home of Your Own house raffle. It's your chance to win a D.R. Horton home and help provide what every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Not to be hurt.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
Win a beautiful D.R. Horton home at La Cuentista in Northwest Albuquerque, or $100,000 cash. It's simple, it's easy, and you're helping kids. Order by phone or online. Call 889-6040 or visit elranchitonm.org today. Need office space? 3791 Southern Boulevard in Rio Rancho represents an outstanding value in office space in the heart of Rio Rancho's business district. With clean and versatile space available, 3791 Southern Boulevard is a 2-story office building and offers good visibility with signage opportunities for tenants. There's plenty of space available in the building and ample parking is provided at no additional charge. For more information, call David at 505-259-3706.
As we and our loved ones age, it's heartwarming to know that there are caregivers like Beehive Homes, providing a compassionate, loving environment for the elderly to live in dignity.
My name is Nate Manning. I'm the Regional Director for Beehive Homes of New Mexico. We have about 20 homes here in New Mexico, but we're also in Texas, Arizona. We're starting more in Colorado, all over the Southwest. Beehive Homes is a unique concept in that it's not nursing home, it's not independent living. It fills a niche where people who need assistance with daily living activities, they come here. We have great food, we have awesome activities for our residents that cater to their needs. and we've got one-on-one care. Residents who need a lot of attention, they come here.
My name is Mary Jane Tuttle, and my husband and I have been living here for 8 months now, and we love it.
And she makes our job so easy.
Our kids decided it was time, so we got all of our belongings into this one room. But we get such good care here. It's really where God wants us, and it's where we belong.
They're often referred to as the greatest generation, and they truly are. They brought our nation from the Great Depression through the World War, and they built this nation to be what it is now. They have incredible stories. They're very charactered individuals. Our residents are our pride and joy. And it's a real privilege to be able to take care of these people. Every one of our caregivers goes through Beehive Homes Academy. Beehive Homes Academy offers a variety of instructional courses that will train our caregivers on every aspect of care that we are dealing with. They learn about everything from kitchen safety, medication management, how to help residents who have fallen, how to prevent falls. There's hundreds of categories of different in-services trainings that we take our staff through one by one.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Patsy. I took care of my dad for 10 years, and if this was available for me, I would have done that.
It's awesome. You know, we're here for our residents. You know, our residents have amazing stories to tell us every day. It's great. I look forward to coming to work every morning.
The sense of humors they have, if I could just write a book, it would be great.
Reviving the memory and playing things that they grew up with, it's just fantastic. It's very rewarding because I'll be playing something and all of a sudden someone will start singing along, and it just warms my heart to see how they remember these things. But I'm from Connecticut originally, and I worked there for 30 years in a geriatric hospital. And I always said, once I retired, if I ever had to go back to work, it's got to be doing something I love. And then I found out about Beehive. We actually lived just down the street. And when I saw them building this facility, I said, maybe it's time to get back to the community. And it's the best job I've ever had. Where I was a 600-bed hospital, and come down to 15 beds, it's really an amazing transformation because I just feel so much closer to the people.
Because we're small, our caregiver to resident ratio is very good, and you get a lot more one-on-one attention that maybe you wouldn't get in a bigger facility. When you walk into a Beehive home, it smells like a home, looks like a home, and feels like a home. Even though it's built from the ground up specifically for this purpose, for assisted living, it feels like a home.
Well, that's Who Rocks for this week. I hope you liked the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the Who Rocks segments or to find out how your organization can rock New Mexico, we invite you to go online to whorocksnm.com. I'm Richard Holcomb, inviting you to join us again next week for another Who Rocks New Mexico. Have a great week, everybody.